mic open. I don't have anything really to say today. Not at this point. Everything's gone wrong. Playing this, why I'm bothering streaming it. I just kind of want to be done with everything. I'm done with everyone. I've just been screwed with so much on so many things. Yeah, personally, I just feel it would be better off if I was dead, because, like, what the fuck's the point, bro? Like, nobody will fucking hire me. Doctors keep fucking with everything that they say is wrong with me, yet, don't want to fucking, like, I don't get it. Why say that I have a problem, give me medication, and take it away? I'm getting sick of it. I'm genuinely getting sick of it. There's no point. There's no This is why mental health is the way it is. I am experiencing why mental health is never taken care of, why it's never fixed, why it's never resolved, why it's still an issue. Even in this day and age with all these smart people and all this money floating around, why it's still an issue. Reason it's still an issue is because nobody really gives a fuck. They see money in it, and that's why it became a profession. I love when a doctor tells me they genuinely care and yet take away medications they claim are helping me. That shows you right there where the real problem is. Considering I can watch people walk into a doctor's office, pick up meds, OD on those meds, go into inpatient, and then when they leave inpatient, boom, they give them the meds again. It's retarded. I think it's crazy. Like the way I get fucked over because I'm a dude. It's awesome. It's like women are allowed to have anxiety, men aren't. If you're a dude with anxiety, it's not anxiety of a drug problem. But if you're a woman that has anxiety, no, we'll load you up with Xanax though, and then you can, use it as an excuse to keep taking breaks at your work. Just keep getting high. Right? Fucking retarded. Like, I brought in those meds and showed them that I wasn't abusing them. And instead, what'd they do? They just fucking took them. Seems reasonable enough. Seems like a smart move. Right? It's like I proved to you that I know how to use the meds properly. And you basically say, well, you know what, you don't have to restrict how you take them. You can take them, the way I prescribe them, which is basically saying take them more. And then instead, you just take them away from me. So it kind of feels like you're calling me a drug addict or trying to get me to be one. And because I'm not one, you're not giving me them. Like, it's just a game, dude. I'm getting sick of it. I have problems. You people know these medications help, and you want to fuck with me with them. Nobody gives a shit. And this is, like, honestly exactly why shootings and shit like that happen. Because people are this fucking asshole-ish. Because people are only out for themselves. I truly believe this is why shootings, mass shootings, and mass killing, this is exactly why they happen. Because people's self-centeredness, because people's own motives outweighing the actual needs of others so much that people that are mentally ill can't get the fucking treatment they want, even when everybody wants to sit there and cry about how it needs to be done, you know? It's because they don't really care about mental illness. They only care because somebody they loved or somebody they know that they care about or whatever got killed or caught up in it. These people could give two fucks less about mental illness any other time of month, okay? They don't even think about it unless it's affecting them. That's how the whole fucking world is. And so you know what? I encourage these mass shooters. Go fucking shoot everybody. Because you know what? To be honest with you, there's not many people that are actually worth being alive on this fucking planet. And I tell you right now, I already know I'm not one of them. But I know for a fact I'm not so fucking self-centered to not see the overarching problems. Whether the problem directly affects me or it impacts us all as a society. You know? I don't sit there and when a problem affects me and me only, that's when I bitch about it. No, I've bitched about plenty of problems and they don't even have to affect me. Just fucking stupid. Nobody really does care. And I think that's kind of the point of these shooters, is to prove that nobody really does give a shit. Maybe I'm wrong, but definitely feels like that. Personally, I don't think they should be shooting schools. They should be shooting up fucking offices and shit like that with people that are in control of positions that fuck people over, like insurance companies and shit like that. These places that are more concerned about the bottom dollar than about, who's affected when they worry about the bottom dollar. You hear all the time about insurance companies dropping people for bullshit reasons, and it's something that needs to go. Now, I don't have that issue because I get my insurance through the fucking state, but I still think it's a piece of bullshit that needs to go, and it's just another reason why, and I guess this kind of arches right back to me, but technically not. It's why mental illness is still a thing. It's why it's prevalent. I'll tell you right now, they have no clue how to handle it. These doctors and shit, they don't know how to handle mental illness. They don't. I've been an inpatient before, and these doctors are so fucking brain dead, they didn't even realize they had two doctors working on me simultaneously who were giving me medications that were negatively affected by, taking both of them together. They had bad interactions. And neither of them even knew each other was working with me, let alone that each other were prescribing medications. How the fuck does that happen? How do you get paid what you get paid and you can't fucking handle basic shit like that? That tells me right there they don't know what they're doing. They don't. And that's why mental illness will always be a thing. It will never be something that can be cured or fixed or anything. These people that will tell you, oh yeah, I went to the doctor and they put me on this stupid bullshit medication and I'm good now. No, you're placeboed now is what you are. The only medications that legitimately are going to fuck with your mood are going to be medications that are going to zonk you the fuck out, or they're going to be druggy medications that are going to make you fucking, mellow and shit like that. One way or the other, though, it's going to be a medication that's going to fuck with you to the point that you're not going to get anywhere else in life. Unless somebody wants to give you a fucking helping hand. And surprisingly, it seems like females are the only ones that are allowed to get Xanax now or any kind of medication like that for anxiety and are allowed to take it at the job. And the jobs don't care, won't discriminate against them. It's fucking bullshit. There really is, like, no point. Genuinely. Absolutely no point. They're just stupid. Everybody's fucking stupid. I don't know. It just sucks that, like, I had problems these doctors diagnosed me with, and then at the same time don't want to give me the medications. It really just kind of feels like they want money. Like, that's really all it feels like, because I'm not getting treatment while they still keep seeing me and keep seeing me and keep seeing me, telling me their machines are seeing this problem and that problem, but they don't ever want to do anything. You know what that tells me? That tells me you just want me in there for appointments so you can get my insurance billed. And the worst part about it is, since my insurance is paid through from the state, because I'm disabled, it's your tax dollars that are getting fucking wasted on shit that's supposed to help people like me. And the worst part about that is that most people that pay taxes don't even know this, understand it, or give a shit about it. So all these doctors' offices and shit making their money off disabled people that are on state aid insurance. They're just rolling in the cheddar, while we sit and suffer. They're going to tell me my creatine levels are too high, and that's why they're taking me off medications. But it's like, what's to stop me from just going home and fucking slamming a bunch of creatine and making my shit even worse? Huh? It's the same way with, like, any other medication. What's to stop me from, you giving me a medication that's dangerous to take in large quantities and me fucking doing it? What's to stop that? There isn't. So to a degree, you kind of have to trust me as a patient to get the job done properly and not fuck around. Apparently, you guys don't trust me. That's what it really is. Because every fucking medication has a risk or an interaction or something. But we're going to play games. That's where we're at. We'll play games. I don't know. I'm not trying to, like, be edgy or upset anybody with what I'm saying. I'm just saying it because it's how I fucking feel. After the amount of time that I've been dealing with this shit, it literally gets progressively worse and worse. Nothing has gotten better throughout the time that I've been considered by the state disabled. Literally every one of my problems has been made progressively worse by the help that the state provides. It's a joke. Literally, even the money that they give me is a joke. All it does is really create more of a problem than anything because it puts you in a trap, you know? Because you need the fucking money to survive because most places won't hire you and most other places are willing to let you go on a dime because you fall lower on the list of priorities than, you know, a female or a black person or an immigrant. And that's proven just on any look at any resume, dude. Or I mean, not resume, but look at any application. What's the first two things they ask you? Race and gender. They want to know your race and gender. Doesn't matter what type of job it is. They want to know those things because they're getting kickbacks for it. They're getting money off of it. Right? It's a joke. Screw it. So there's nothing on this banner. That's cool. That's a good feeling. Oh! But he didn't go blue. So I'm wondering. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Okay, so I mean, not bad. We got 3 SSRs, nothing crazy. But I believe that cell is the Easy A one. I'll burn out some stamina here. I don't know. I'm sorry for the depressing stream, guys. I just, things suck out this way. I don't like getting by because of state aid and the help of my father. Like, I literally need help twofold in order to get by. Hold on 1 second. And even with getting by, I'm just barely getting by. I'm dirt broke, man. Dirt broke. Something were to go on anything, anywhere in the house, on the house, I'm screwed. I already got a window that's cracked. In order to replace it, it's a whole job because I can't just replace the bottom portion of it. I have to replace the whole fucking thing. So that means I have to take out the old window and put in a new one. Just getting the window here shipped probably gonna cost over $100 because the window is like almost $70, and it's a relatively large window. I mean, it's cheap because it's a fucking trailer window, but it's not gonna be cheap to ship it. But yeah, I'm doing this, and then I'm gonna go over to Global and work on Jeice, I guess. I'm just kind of in this in-between phase right now. Currently, at least I'm hoping currently, the person I talked to on the phone be helping me find a firearm, and more than likely I'm going to actually end up doing it because I don't have any other options. Everything that I've predicted so far with the degradation of the quality of my life has been proven right. And nobody's giving me like an opportunity to change it, a real opportunity to change it, not like some feigning one, like, oh yeah, here's this opportunity to do something, but it's probably going to push your body to an extreme limit that you're not going to be able to handle, like that. Yeah. I need, and I'm not even looking for much. That's the best part. A part-time job that pays $10 an hour, maybe $20 or 20 hours a week. Can't even find that. So you tell me what I'm supposed to fucking do if I can't even get called back on shit like that. What do? Sit and rot? Apparently that's what the rest of society thinks, because it's like offing myself is illegal, helping somebody off themselves is illegal. But if you slowly, become homeless and then die of, unable to like feed yourself or take care of yourself properly, we don't care about that. It's the quick stuff that we care about, that instant reaction. That's all we give a fuck about nowadays. It's stupid. Fucking hate people because of it. And you can see that attitude drawn out across the internet all over. When you'll see somebody will have an outrage over something, and then 2 weeks later, not even, boom, something different. Some motherfuckers can't keep their minds straight because they're too busy being pissed off at something that ultimately doesn't affect them or really fucking matter to begin with, you know? But when it comes to real problems for real people, those problems they don't give a shit about because they're not affected by them. It's funny. It's really funny. We love drama. But we don't like real drama. We like the fake stuff, right? The stuff that society fucking puts out there makes you think is real. All this shit's fake, dude. It's a bullshit joke. Ask your doctor about this medication. No, don't fucking say shit to your doctor about a medication because more than likely, they're going to consider you a drug addict and they probably won't give you the medication based on asking for it. That's been my experience. And I've even asked them about the stuff. And the doctors will say, well, that's just advertising. No, that's not just advertising. What it is you motherfuckers are hypocrites completely. That's what it is. Like, man, I get by on fucking peanut butter and jellies, French fries, and you know, little mini make yourself like put together pizzas by buying like the rounds and shit. Like, I have nothing. And yet these motherfuckers want to take like the medication that helps me get around throughout the day. Like, it really pisses me off, man. It puts me on that level. That's just like, what's the point? You know, it just, everybody's stripping everything from me all the time. Any decision I ever make is apparently always a negative one. It's always a shitty decision. But you know what? At this point, I don't have any more decisions I can make besides sit and hope or be done with it. Like, I legitimately don't even know why I'm fucking playing this game. I guess because it gives me an outlet to talk to some people that I probably won't ever be able to respond back to or anything like that, even if they did say anything, because I'm on my phone and I don't have, you know, access to chat. So, all in all, it's me talking to myself effectively. No offense. I appreciate, you know, the viewers that stop by and everything. It's not, you know, the same type of interaction. But because I always talk to myself, kind of gives me that same feeling. Which is the only thing now that keeps me, I don't know. I don't think it's keeping me doing anything now. There. Now I can play this stupid mission. And then I can call the stamina pretty much burnt. And then I will close the stream real quick so I can rename it. And I'll switch over to global. And we'll finish up Jeice, I guess. While I make myself some food and wait for AT&T to get here so I can have, hopefully, my internet work. It's fun looking at the fridge. I got like a gallon of milk, half a container of iced tea, half a loaf of bread, some butter, and 2 pops. And then, the little bit I have to make these pizzas. So, yeah. I know it's not exactly what people want to hear. I'm sorry. I'm just very depressed today after everything that's going on. I don't know what to do anymore, man. It's like my own family only really cares about me because it affects them, like, one way or another. Mainly because of, like, guilt, or they just want to use me. Like, my mom used to steal money from me and shit like that when I was, just becoming of age to work and I was making money. My dad, I think he feels guilty because throughout the time that I was living with him, he didn't really teach me anything. He just told me to get a job, and yeah. And I tried going to school and everything, but it didn't exactly pan out the way I would have liked it to. I had a little bit of a mental breakdown because I was failing classes that I desperately needed to pass, and I knew I was going to waste my father's, my grandfather's time and their money and everything, and I knew I would end up like this. I knew nearly a decade ago I was going to end up like what I am now before it even was set in motion, man. Like, I knew this shit was gonna happen. Or because I wasn't able to pass the stuff, that I was gonna be fucked. And it's not like, oh, go get a tutor kind of thing. No, this is something I've had a problem with since 7th grade that I can remember. My mom used to take me to school incredibly early in order to work with the teacher on algebra, and it was something that always it would be in my mind for 1 minute and then it'd fall out. I could never keep it in my head. And algebra was like literally the minimum of the math that I would be required to do for the shit I was doing. So I knew it wasn't going to be good. And I tried, like, even before I went to this college, my father took me to Sylvan Learning Center. They were unable to help me. I tried private tutoring through friends and through friends and girlfriends. That didn't help. I tried the school's tutoring. That didn't help. Even in high school, I was put through, special ed math or whatever, or remedial math, whatever you want to call it. And that was in 12th grade. They, gradually worked me down to that because I kept failing math. It just, none of it worked out for me. And it really sucks that, I know there's plenty of other people that are in similar boats. And just getting that opportunity is tough. I've had so many people as of late, the only times anybody even interviews me, they lie straight to my fucking face about everything. Like, I had one interview with the funeral home. And, I'll continue the funeral home one in a second. Let me switch streams. That way I can keep this going for you guys. I'll be back.